Testing, audio mic check. Forgive me moving my mic around, making noise, sorry. If it bothers you, I apologize. Testing, audio mic check. Alright, sounds good to me for mic check. Let me know if it sounds worse on anyone else's end. I apologize for it. Let me move this display caption out of the way before it freezes up and fucks up everything on my screen. That way, I don't lock it into one picture, hopefully not anyway. Just trying to eliminate that possibility right now by moving that out of the way. Alright, I have some interesting builds here. A lot of them I have already showcased on previous streams, but I figured it couldn't hurt to do it again because I love them so very much. I think I've did a good job building them. I mean, they may not be the greatest builds in the world, but they're meant to make you laugh and, you know, feel love in the heart, you know. They're kind of funny, I think. I love them so very much. Like this one right here is a copy of the real life van that takes me to my doctor's appointments. It's the wheelchair van I ride in, one of them, by the company. Yes, it's written on it. That's the real name of the company. It's as close as I can get to copying their vehicle, and I think I did a pretty good job on it. It's not perfect, but it's damn close. so close it actually looks like it. Copy of my real life wheelchair. I mean, like I said, not a perfect copy, but it's damn close also. And now somebody's at my door. Give me a moment. I'm streaming right at the moment. People who watch can hear what's being said. Right at the very moment, it's going to have to wait till later. Feel free to come by, hang out whenever you can. I don't know if it'll be today. I'm streaming. I'm planning to do a couple of streams at least today, and I usually do really long streams, so like 3 hours minimum type of long. You know. All right. Yeah, feel free. Yeah, come by anytime. Try to come by and stay more than 2 seconds though. That was a friend of mine, lady friend of mine, trying to help me out, but yeah. But yeah, copy my wheelchair and taxi wheelchair van. So here's another copy. There's another one that the company has. It's like a darker gray color. Of course, it's not a perfect color copy, but you know, hey, it still looks nice, extremely nice. I like this one. Boy, this one looks better than the way the white one looks, but the white one looks nice too. Another copy of my chair. Not perfect, but close enough. Here's a couple other copies of my chair, a little bit different configuration, like 4-wheel drive is on one of them. Another one's missing lower section, front lower section. Don't know what is going on with the game to cause my parked vehicles to flip and go places and crash and get all destroyed and fucked up. I don't know what's causing that with the game, but it is. Yeah, it just happens randomly. I guess it's the Clang effect. Here's a work van I made, and I have a bunch of vans that's identical, except that they're fixed up in different ways to do different types of jobs. Like this one is a utility work vehicle, like a lot of companies or even privately owned business operators will, that do manual labor for a living. They'll have like their own work van and have a utility van where they can haul their equipment and shit, and that's what this one is representing. And this is my best copy so far until I perfect it further. But this is supposed to be like a Dodge Ram, like an 80s model or so, early 80s model Dodge Ram van is what this is supposed to be. a copy of one, a recreated copy of one, should I say. It's here is a police riot truck, which really, when I first started making it, I was trying to make that van like right there, like one of those Dodge vans, but I couldn't carve it right, and it ended up looking more like a police riot truck and jail van slash riot truck. So I ended up turning it all the way into one because it looks so much like it. So it's really cool. I like this vehicle. It looks awesome, I think. Anyway, see if I can get the doors open correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Got seat for at least 2 guards, and through here is where the prisoners would sit. You know, all 4 prisoners at one time. I even got bars on the windows so they can't try to get out. You know, these doors are supposed to be closed whenever prisoners are being transported, obviously. And then here, got a room for a couple more guards, plus the driver, you know, and a 3rd guard in the passenger seat. You could say co-pilot, you know, co-driver, you know, in case something happens to the actual driver, falls over from a heart attack or something. You just never know. As a backup driver, in case that event happens. And the door here. I'm not sure if I got the sliding mechanism working right on this particular version. Let's test it real quick. It's supposed to slide too. They use this door in case the sliding part is fucked up and don't really work right. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna slide back or not. It may not. I don't think it's gonna work. Something's wrong with it. Let's see if I can close it up. Yeah. Oh, not good. Not good, buddy. Not good. This is not good. Oh no, it's fucking up. It's fucking up. I figured. Damn it. Alright, we'll have to leave it open for a while and fix that. I don't want to mess it up. Anyway. Alright. But yeah. Police riot truck. Alright, what else we got to show off? Right here is like your normal civilian, not job related, just your personal black Dodge Ram van, like early 80 model or so, somewhere in that ballpark of the year it was manufactured, if it was the real life version, that is. This is my recreation of it. It's the same thing as the utility truck over there. It just don't have all the doodads to make it, you know, a work vehicle. So yeah. Over here, I have like a recreation of a Dodge Dakota, you know, kind of like a miniature, a smaller version of a Dodge Ram pickup truck, but it's a Dodge Dakota. That's what I think of in my mind. A smaller version of a Dodge Ram pickup. Kind of like, it's supposed to be the size of something along the lines of like a Ford Ranger, like an old 80 to 90 something model Ford Ranger, a Chevy S10 type of size. But you know, it's a Dodge Dakota version. I fixed this one up to be a country boy type of work vehicle. You can go hunting or go fishing, go mudding. Got a missing fender, kind of simulating the worn out, used, you know, put to good use type effect with rust here and there in certain places. Hauling a wheelchair on the back. That's a bigger version. That's, you know, made smaller since that chair is. But yeah, that type of thing. I even got a black version of the truck over here with even more rust on it. Even more of a used, put to good use type of work, you know, or farm boy work truck, whatever you want to refer to it as. Also, you know, a recreated representative of a Dodge Dakota. Even got a couple of seats in the back, you know, for passengers. Over here, we got a brand new copy, you know, recreated, like representing a brand new truck. Dodge Dakota, like a brand new version of one with seats in the back. Same thing as a rusty black one I just demonstrated or just showed off. Same thing, but like brand new, mint condition type thing. This here is a failed build. This is a failed attempt to build a forklift. I have not gotten around to scrapping it, but you know, it's a failed attempt. There's no point in going into details on it. But this one's a Dodge Ram van, also obviously, and this is my recreation of an old Dodge van my stepdad used to have whenever I was like a 10-year-old kid. He had one that looked very much like this one with a rainbow stripe going down the side of it. That's why I have these 3 different color stripes going through it. It's not perfect, but it's all the colors I could find to represent a rainbow effect. But yeah. Not a perfect representation, but it's close enough. Sorry about that. But here's a brand new version of my recreated Dodge Dakota pickup. It's the first one I made, actually. The rest of them I copied from this one. Here is my recreation of a cherry picker engine hoist. I made this on my moon base on a different save file, different universe type thing you can create in the game. But yeah, I love my cherry picker build. You know, it does work. It really does work. I recommend it for anybody who likes to play around, has little RP vehicles, you know. This is a good one to get of mine. It's on Workshop, I do believe. If not, message me. I'll put it on Workshop, you know, whenever I get a heads up on it. And this here, I recreated a, you know, like whenever you move in your house, move into a different home, and you want to take your refrigerator with you. You know those dollies you strap up to the refrigerator and then move the refrigerator with that? That's what this is. It's a dolly, but in this game it's a vehicle that works like a dolly, and I fucking love this thing. It's a bit clunky, it's hard to maneuver, but it does work. You can move vehicles about the same size as the dolly is. It would be hard to move this one here because it was too heavy and the weight, you know, it's so big and it would throw the weight off. I mean, you could probably do it, but it'd be even harder to do than anything that's roughly its size. This chair, you can move this chair with it, but it's still difficult, but you can move this chair with it. I usually take them, and I take them all the way down the runway here, and then take them into the car crusher and drop it off, and then scrap it and everything. That's what I like to do with it for fun. I've actually got previous streams, you know, recently that I've uploaded or whatever, streamed actually, that's showing me do that. But yeah, I love that thing too. That dolly is fucking awesome. Here is my recreated wheelchair from my real life chair, you know, recreated copy, but this one has 4-wheel drive, basically, or you know, that effect of it, as well as it has like futuristic guns on it that's very similar to what you would see in Star Wars, or maybe what a Klingon bird of prey would be shooting, you know, whenever they're attacking somebody, as well as rocket launchers on the back. This thing is fucking awesome, and I absolutely love it. And they're all of my vehicles are set up to be ran as a drone. I mean, they can be used as drones. I mean, but they are a bit clunky. I mean, they're not going to be perfect. But like I said, I build my builds more of a showcase build rather than something to actually use for practical purposes. You know, they're more of a show and tell. You know, laugh about it, have a good time type of showing off. But yeah, let me demonstrate the guns. This thing is cool as shit. I fucking love it, man. I fucking love my power chair build, man. Absolutely love it. Yeah, and I can move it around and stuff too, as you can see. Me wiggling around. It's park. You can driving around. I gotta be careful. I don't want to shoot up my builds. But yeah, get it. I love my chair, man. I fucking love it. Over here, I have some futuristic attack helicopters. I'm sorry, I built slightly there silently. Attack helicopters, as well as a weird futuristic vehicle that I put for like a. This is like I meant for this one to be like a drone, like a defense drone that happens to be colored like a construction vehicle. I guess that's kind of a camo to make flyovers think it's a enemy flyovers, make them think it's like a construction vehicle and nothing to be alarmed about, but it's actually an attack drone for defense purposes. maybe if they think it's a not a dangerous vehicle, they won't bomb it. So that's kind of why I did that. But of course, it's just for laughs. It's not something that would actually work in a real combat situation. But still, I'm just having that laughable effect about it. But here's an attack chopper. I've worked really hard building, and I fucking love it. It's awesome as well. It flies good and shit, and a bit overpowered with all the. I always tend to get overzealous with all the engines, but regardless, it's a fucking awesome vehicle. And I don't know what it is in my game, too many mods or whatnot, but fucking the rendering to kick in to show everything in its fullness, it usually takes a while to really render all the way in. So annoying, but either way, that's the interior. Unlock it and I could rise up. This is my attack chopper. It's like a futuristic chopper, like I said. It don't have any propeller blades or anything, but it's supposed to look spacey, space age like. Yeah. It also has weapons on it. There's my machine gun, my futuristic machine, turrets or whatever the hell you want to call them. Blasters, futuristic blasters, as well as missiles, missile launchers. Or rocket launchers, actually, is what they're called, I think. But yeah, you get the idea. Park it back up here. I got a black one, a solid black one, and I got a green camel one right there. That's the one right there. I'm looking at on the corner there. That's a green one, just like this one. Green camo one like this one. This one is not camo. The one I'm flying, it's just a black, dark, solid black one. There it is. All right. Get out of the seat now. All right, there we go. Controls. Yeah. So this is the same thing. It's just green. Well, it's green. I thought it was camo. I'm sorry. It may not be camo. It's green with battered armor. Texture is what it really is. My apologies. It's not camo after all. All right. I got a biplane in here, as well as another wheelchair and another dolly, and another failed forklift build. I tried hard on the forklift. It's just not working out. My brand new biplane, mint cherry condition. You could pretend it's been restored from the original. But yeah, I got another. There should be another one out here. A yellow, rusty, kind of but I'm worn out type of look. Biplane that I made. I really don't feel like going through all the details of starting up and flying it or anything, but you get the idea what I did here. And it does fly, it does work, it does have working guns. It's got all the cool features. It does have lights, it lights up and shit. It's really cool. Let me try to demonstrate it a little bit. I do not feel like trying to figure out to fix anything if nothing works out right. So, let me see what I can do here. Let me see. It's been a while since I've messed with it. I really don't remember everything about it. I'm not seeing the like buttons in it. No, please see. Damn. I'm going to try a different way. Let me see. Okay, there's something like the button for lights. Now I put these light panels in a formation where it looks like middle fingers. Does it have guns on it? I thought I swear it had guns on it. I swear I put guns on it. I don't know what happened here. My bad. My apologies. I'm remembering wrong. I swear I had blasters on here. I guess. I swear to God, I had blasters on here. What the fuck? Oh well. Let's not dwell on it. I'll have to go and redo it again, I guess, at some point. Either way, it's cool as fuck. I love this biplane. And here's a couple of my brand newest build I just did today. I just built this thing today. Here's a better, more finished version. I just built this today. And I fucking love it already. It's one of the most oddest vehicles you could ever possibly hope to see. This one, it has weapons. Obviously, it has missiles or rockets, whatever you prefer to call them. It has what do you call these fucking lasers here? Shit, what are they called? From the MWI collection mod list. EX1 beam cannon, that's what they're called. Yeah. The beam cannons from the EX collection mod. I can't remember what it was called. But either way, you get the idea. And it's got rockets on it, vanilla rockets. I guess, but this is just—it's kind of like if you want to compare this to something in the real life world. Like those big. I think you would refer to them as anti-aircraft cannons that a lot of countries have used in both World War I and II. I'm assuming they were in World War I. I do know for an absolute fact they were used in World War II. And I'm pretty certain they were used in the Vietnam Wars and probably the Korean War as well. But, basically anti-aircraft cannon. And let me see if I could bring up something on the internet for a picture to represent it as, in case anyone is not quite familiar what that is. And hold on here, let me look up something real quick. Let me check something out. Let's see, images of anti-aircraft gun, I guess. It's an artillery weapon. Damn it, loud motorcycle outside. I do apologize. Let me see if I can get a good picture to show. I don't even want to show one. I don't want to show a bunch of good ones. Just going to try to find one good one. Let me see if I want to put the right angle to see it all good enough. Let me see. All these pictures. It's so hard to find one with the right angle. It's so annoying. Okay. Guess you want so. I guess. Come on, there's gotta be a better one. I guess this is about the closest thing I could find for right now. It's not a perfect representative picture, but you will get the idea. Hold on, let me get it displayed here. Display capture, move it over. Alright. Wait for it to render in on the screen itself. It's dark in the game, so it's kind of hard to see what I got here. Go back to the picture. I don't know why I clicked that. My vehicle is like a short barrel version of something like you would see in this picture that the screen might show if it catches up. Yeah, it's like a short barrel version of something like that. but with much bigger tires on it, and like only two big ass tires rather than four small one like the picture is showing on that particular anti-aircraft artillery cannon. And with obviously with space lasers instead of that, with missiles or rockets rather, but something like that, or something. Let's see here. Maybe this one will be a little bit better of a representative picture, like something like this here, if it shows on the screen quickly enough. Wait for it to show it before I say more. There it is. Something like that, but with two big ass wheels on the side rather than four smaller ones. But yeah, that's basically the idea I had in mind for this vehicle. But yeah. Whenever the daylight comes back in the game, I'll try to take it for a spin and show you what it can do. And this one can actually fly. I can make this one fly. This one is not a drone. I have not yet set it up for a drone. I haven't even put an antenna or a beacon or anything on it yet. But yeah, I plan to, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, it's a really cool vehicle. Got atmospheric thrusters on it, as well as those lasers, and it's kind of quirky to drive, but you can do it. Kind of got to tilt up to lift up off the ground and push forward to get the engines kick in. But this is like a flying artillery cannon. You can fly to one position to the next and keep on fighting. You know, kind of like a sniper, like shoot and move type of thing. Is what you could do with this, like snipe from one position, take out an enemy, and then move your ass to a different spot so they don't really, so that the enemy cannot truly pinpoint your exact position to get you, type of thing that you could do with this particular vehicle. And it gets, like I said, it's got lasers, and we demonstrate the lasers. The lasers take quite a while to turn themselves off, which I'm not quite happy with that. They just like I just now turned it off. It's off, but it's still firing. The lasers are still firing. See, it takes too long to turn off. You know, I'm not happy with that, but I still love it. I think I can still work with it. I don't have any cannons to put on, like gun cannons. I don't really have anything to put on it because this is a big block vehicle. This is a big block vehicle, just so you know. It's not small block, it's big block. So, yeah. Keep that in mind. I don't have any machine gun type turrets on it. I mean, you could apply some, but this particular one don't have it on it. But yeah, you land this real quick and shut it down so it don't get flying around and crashing all over the place. It has one gyro. I'm using one gyro, a tier 3 gyro. There we go. That's that vehicle, my flying anti-aircraft artillery turret vehicle. This is not on workshop. This one here is not on workshop yet because I have not fully and truly finished it. I finished the overall thing that I plan to do with it. I just have not finished up the small touches here and there, but I plan to. I just might put it on workshop. I can put it on workshop now the way it currently is. If anybody would like to download it the way it currently is, I'll be more than happy to upload it. I'll just slap a beacon on it, an antenna, and I'll upload it quickly to Workshop if anybody wants it. The currently is. The reason I would slap a beacon and antenna on it is so that it don't despawn on you on a different server that's set for things to despawn without that. So that's why I would do that. Just to make sure it don't despawn the second you fucking bring it in, on your world. But yeah, here's another unfinished monumental piece I was working on for my base, the robot hand, which I do know how to make them work like real hands, and program them to where they could give the middle finger or point, like a regular point with their index finger or any kind of hand gesture. I know how to do that now. I mean, it's cool as shit. I love these things that I make for just like I said, show and tell, shits and giggles type stuff. Not really, meant for practical uses, but you could probably. But not all of my builds are good for practical uses. They're just meant more for looks. But some of them I do build for practical use only. I don't do that very often, but sometimes I do. This here is a crane that I pretty much took a break from and never really got back to finishing off, but it's the beginnings of a crane, a big crane. Eventually, I'm sure I'll get back to finishing it or build a new one similar to it, one of the two. Here is a couple of previous builds, when I was figuring out how I wanted to build that anti-aircraft flying thing. Here's another copy. Wasn't really happy with the giant engines on the sides, which I do like them. They look fucking badass, but I didn't really want that because I don't need it for some reason. The gravity is not as powerful as it should be on my fucking game. I don't understand what's going on here. But regardless, I removed the big engines on the sides and just done away with them. I redesigned it slightly different than what this one is. But anyway, these work too. These also, fly around and shit too. Over here, I have a recreated copy of Elon Musk's Dragon X, spaceship. It don't have all the lower rockets. I just made the top part of it, the main part. This is, of course, I did my own little details on it. And as usual, like I said minutes back, the graphics is not rendering in all the way on my game. It's really aggravating the fuck out of me, but it's supposed to say, it has more letters in here than this, but they're invisible, because they're not rendered in yet. It's supposed to say space hex, HEXXX. It's supposed to have that written there, but all of the letters have not yet rendered in, sadly. But either way, this is my copy of. And the interior is not complete. This is not ready to be flown. It's mostly here, but I've got to do a lot more work to this before it becomes flight worthy. If I was to try to fly it right now, it's going to end up crashing and burning somewhere, off in the distance somewhere. It's not going to work out too awful well if you try to fly it right now. If you would like for me to also upload this to Workshop in its current state, I'd be more than happy to. You could, do whatever you feel is necessary to finish it. If you just want the overall body, I could do that for you. I could upload it to Workshop in its current state for you to finish up on your own. Just say so. Leave me a message in some way or another. I'll be happy to help you out with it. But I have not finished it. I plan to, but it's just like the crane over there. I took a break and never got back around to it. Yeah, it was a lot of work getting to that point right here. A lot of work, believe me, a lot of work. Yeah. There's another police riot truck van, but this is one of the previous copies. I do this. I'll make a copy whenever I get to the point where I need to test something. I'll copy it, and then I'll use the copy for the test. And because if it don't work out so well, I still got the one before that to go back to make proper changes so that it will work out for the next copy. I do that a lot just to make sure I don't lose my progress with my work. I hate starting all the way over from scratch. I really hate having to do that. Anyway, this little tube thing here, it's a flying vehicle. You can fly it, but this is my recreated copy of Scum, the realistic survival game. They have a drop container that you can get supplies out of. This is my version of that inside Space Engineers. This is my copy of the drop container in Scum. Yeah, for Space Engineers. It's full of shit too. It really is. Yeah. Of course, obviously, none of my builds are going to be 100% perfect, but yeah, hey, this one was meant, just for laughs. I try to recreate it just for laughs, personal enjoyment type thing. But yeah, I did the best I could. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's meant for showcase only. But yeah, gotta love it, man. Gotta fucking love it. And it flies good too, believe it or not. It actually fucking flies really well. It'll hover in the air. I mean, it won't drop unless you turn the engines off. Then it would drop for sure. But yeah. Over here is just a facility, a life support facility for me to continue building shit over in this area. To recharge my jetpack and suit and shit, without having to go all the fucking way back over to the base over there. I can just do it quickly here, then go back to work or building that, or anything else I have over here building. But yeah. And my base is actually another showcase build, obviously. And I recreated my mama's mobile home she lived in when she died. She did not die in her mobile home. She died in a hospital. But, this is the house she lived in, basically. Retrofitted with solar panels and, safe zone, as well as antennas. I added this garage. Well, of course, my mama did not have a garage like that. But, I'm sure my stepdad would have loved to have had a garage like that. But, hey, whatever. And this pyramid thing here is actually a car scrapper building. I tried to make a car crusher building out of it, but the crushing effect just didn't quite pan out, so I just made grinders instead to grind them up once they got inside of the thing. I made a conveyor belt system to drag whatever it is I'm trying to scrap. I'll drop it off over here on this end, and the wheels here will drag it over inside the building to be grinded down to nothing. I added these things here. These are not really perfect. These are still an experimental stage, but basically this is like a sweeper type machine. It'll push whatever it is inside there and keep it from falling out. That's why I have these windows here to keep whatever I'm scrapping from jumping outside of its to prevent it from making a big mess outside of the fucking conveyor belt area. So it stays inside the conveyor belt area and just continues to get dragged into the scrapper building, which I tried hard to make look like an ancient Mayan temple. I tried hard to mimic an ancient Mayan temple. Forgive me if there's any Spaniards that are not happy with the way this looks compared to a Mayan temple. I tried. I don't know what to say. I tried. I'm sorry. But I tried to recreate a Mayan temple type look, but I'm not from that area of the Mayan temples, so I have no idea. I mean, I did it all from memory too, from images I remember seeing, so and it's not going to be perfect either. So sorry if I messed it up and you're not happy. I apologize. But I hope you all have a good laugh about everything I've built so far. I do have at least one more vehicle over here to show off. I'm sure I did a video on it already, but let's do it again this time around too, since I've done all the others. As in one of my favorite created vehicles right here also. Absolutely love what I did. This is a shopping cart vehicle. Also, it's a drone as well. A shopping cart drone vehicle. I fucking love this thing. This is so cool. The driver's seat is the baby in the baby compartment area. And if you have like a baby in real life, you go to the grocery store or whatever store, you put your baby down in a little car seat inside the grocery cart. And that's where the driver's seat is on this. Where the baby would normally sit. course, he's facing the opposite way the babies are supposed to be facing, but still, yeah. I love this. I love this fucking thing, man. I absolutely love it. I got multiple copies of it. This is happens to be one of the copies. Yeah. I fucking love my grocery cart. It's got guns on it too. Has guns. It's a defense drone, a ground defense drone, but still it's a defense drone. I love it. I fucking love my grocery cart build. Sorry, got crap in the fucking screen blocking the view. I do apologize for that. Yeah, got one gyro that I could see putting on it. I got 6 different miniature nuclear reactors from the I think it's no, I don't remember if it's from the Heavy Industrial Pack DLC or if it's from the Warfare. It might be the Warfare. I'm not sure. Anyway, I put them in all together to look like a 6-pack or a 12-pack of toilet paper. And I put some plushies in there too. I fucking love those little things, man. I am not into plushies in real life, but I fucking love them in Space Engineers. They're fucking so cute and adorable and attractive. It's kind of like hitting the toe type of effect, man. Just draws you in. You can't tear yourself away from them, man. Fucking love these little plushies, man. They need to make, Dez, if you watch my SC stream, Dez, please make one more plushie that, to say that it's representing the Klang god or devil in the game. Make him look like a Klingon captain. Because that's what Klang is to me, a Klingon captain. I'm an old Star Trek fan, so I just envision a TOS Klingon captain with the name Klang. So if you ever make a plushie to represent the Klang devil or whatever in SC, make him look like a Klingon captain, please. It would be fucking hilarious. But yeah, that's what I envision anyway. But yeah, I love my grocery cart drone here, shopping cart drone, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. Why is it my tricky guns? I can't remember if I fired the gun. No, hold on a minute. Hold on. Move that button. My number 1 button is sticking still and it's not working right, so I gotta move shit over. Yeah, see? You got futuristic cannons on it. Yeah. I love my builds, man. They're so fucking funny and cool and realistic. I think that's just about all I have here to demonstrate. I think I'm pretty sure I showed everything. Pretty sure I've showed it all. I don't see anything else that I haven't demonstrated or showed yet. I guess I could try flying this little thing here. Let's see if I can get in it. Fighting with my jetpack again. I gotta find a spot to fucking jump in the cockpit, man. It's so hard to find. What the fuck? Come on, man. Come on. There we go, finally. 5, lock. Okay. Yeah, it's my little defense drone disguised as a construction vehicle. It's not a construction vehicle, but I made it look like one to camouflage it from enemies that might fly overhead, to throw them off guard, to distract them. They see it, they think it's a construction vehicle, they just might ignore it. And then the pilot jumps in it or takes control over it remotely and just chases them down in it and shoots them in the ass for not realizing what it really is. Anyway, that's what I had in mind for it. Do whatever you want. Think whatever you want. That's what this is, a defense drone made to look like a construction drone. Okay. Trying to lock it back in. Damn it. Damn it, Jack. What's the right fucking button? Damn it. Fuck. Man, this thing is just faster, more maneuverable than I think. Alright, now we lock back in place. Anyway, that one's that. That's that one, rather. Okay, yeah. And back over here where I started. Yep. Anywho, that's that. Hope anyone enjoys it that might watch this stream, or after the fact as a video now. Because the stream has come to an end. Thanks for viewing. Please give likes to show that I'm doing a good job, and show that I can keep doing stuff more like this. Give a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me and ring a bell, I guess, so you know when I start to do something. Because I am a random person, you know, I do things randomly and I'm all over the place. I can't keep a proper schedule, but you know, either way, stay tuned is more or less what I'm saying. If you enjoy what I got, Bipolar Jack Calamity out. Have a good one.